Hello and welcome again to another one of my walking films. Today I am in a place called Alsager that I used to live in the early mid-90s. Now maybe it's the times at the moment that, you're sort of catching up on a lot of things and people, aren't you? So today I have decided to come here and just do a little walk around the area, which basically hopefully will be about 8k, about 2.5 hours. And so basically we're going to head out towards the station, across the golf course, then through a couple of woods. So let's go. So just what we're going to do now is pass the health centre and cross over the railway. Weirdly enough, when I was younger I never owned up to being a train spotter. I do admit I am now. But anyway, let's keep going straight down here, basically past the railway in for about another 600 or 700 metres. What's weird about this is I lived here for 3 years, from 93 to 96. I came here to study at the Manchester Met. To be honest, I should have done something more practical with my time. But as I say, I met some nice people and learnt a lot about history, so I'm always very grateful. But I never ever came down here. Basically, the railway was the limit as to where we went. So this genuinely is all new. Right, as I studied it here, I might as well tell you a bit. But basically, Alsager was actually noted in the Doomsday Book. There is a mere here that used to be sort of the focal point of the town. But once the potteries, because Stoke-on-Trent's very close, started to come about, then this kind of like became the suburb for the pottery owners. And then World War II came about, and there was a huge munitions factory, I think a place called Broadway Green, and henceforth lots of workers came. And I do admit, in the 25 years or so since I've been here, it has grown massively. But you forget actually how nice it was. Right, so anyway, just come to this sign here. So we're just going to follow this onto the golf course. So that was about, 12 minutes and about 700 metres. Someone has literally just tonked once within a foot of the hole there. That is absolutely magnificent. Anyway, we keep right of this fairway. See what I mean? That is a stonking shot. I think that was a lady from a good about 150 yards there. That's superb. Yep, just basically walk along this bush line. Then I think we're going to find a path in about a minute or so. Right, so the clubhouse is just behind. And then what we're going to do is basically just take the footpath along the side here of, I think it's the 9th. So let's go. You know what, I've had some nice friendly directions here, because as I say, it's not quite coming out as it would look, but basically at the bottom, the start of the 9th, we then come to this next hole and we just basically keep to the right of the fairway. Lovely shot. So I can only assume this is the 8th if I've just walked down the 9th. So yeah, this is the 8th. So as I say, just keep along the hedge line and do keep an eye out for the balls flying around, because I've nearly been hit by 2. Everyone's been very good, but yeah. It's not that I'm getting in the way here, but I think everyone after the lockdown is very keen to get out and about. So yeah. This is a new form of walking jeopardy. Right, so there's the 8th, so we're just going to keep basically heading straight on. Golfers sometimes get a bit of a bad press from walkers, but they shouldn't, because you know what? This has been a right laugh, and everyone's desperately trying not to hit me. Right, I've got the order now. 9, 8, 11, 12. And I can just see here, here's the 12th hole. The tee, and just literally straight ahead there is where the stile is. Man, that's beautiful. Right, much to the relief of everyone on Alsager Golf Course, I have now just found the gate, so we're just going to head straight on over. Right, so, we just took a right and we're just going to head up here for about 2 or 3 minutes. I think this is an old railway. Yeah, look at that. I genuinely didn't know anything about this. Man, it's beautiful. This is just absolutely lovely. No idea it was here. I'm really glad we celebrate our industrial heritage. It is what's made us, but also, as I say, it's just given us some amazing places to go. Look at that bridge. Wow. So anyway, just left up here. Okay, a quick bit of scrabbling about. That's lovely, isn't it? It's called the Old Salt Line, and it was between Alsager and Staffordshire. That's great. Brilliant place. So anyway, we just come to this gate here though, and we're just going to go straight over the field there. Nice and easy to follow, just along the edge of the field. Right, and we just come through here, and there's just a small stile on your left after about 100 metres or so. And just follow the fence straight to the corner. We're just at about 135 metres here, and as I say, there's a lovely look sort of over the edge of Cheshire and over onto Staffordshire here. It's great. Just keep following the left hand side of the field, and then I can just see a gate ahead, whereupon we're just going to take a right. Okay, here's the fence, so we're just going to cross over the road and just walk up literally for about 100 metres or so. Well, hey, into Staffordshire. I do still like oatcakes. There is just a sign for talk on that post there. We are going to go left, just straight down here towards Stonecliff Wood and then Slumwood. I think it is often forgotten really, particularly South Cheshire, that there was a lot of heavy industry here. So as I say, I remember I think there was Talk Pits, but that looks a big refinery of chemicals or something over there, and it's just sort of popped out of the blue. Just keep to the left of this building, and there's a nice big green sign here, just carry on. Ah, some lovely trees up there. I don't mind a bit of urban mixed with countryside, because as I say, at the end of the day you'll often find that these places are really actually quite quiet. So and as I say, having an adventure, something new, priceless. This is the great thing about some of these sort of urban stroke countryside walks, that you just turn a corner and you sort of come across a little oases like that. Fab. It's a very Jurassic Park this again. And I've seen no one. I've got no idea what's actually around me, but it's just sort of cut through this. It's incredible. Just the last remnants of the bluebells. Magical mystery tour. Tonight, appearing on Stars in Your Eyes. It's hard to see, but this must be the site of the old pitch. You can tell as you're walking, it's sort of on very industrial ground, if you get what I mean. So, that must be what that is. This looks massive and reworked, reclaimed land, so this probably would be where the old Talk pits were. Got it. Anyway, we come out of here and we're going to take a left. So there's Holland Construction, and just literally the first road you come to, just follow it around and it sort of comes to a dead end, and then there's a path and we follow that. And just down this private road here. So let's keep going. I think, yeah, we go straight ahead. Yeah, I can see a stile now. Oh, and a bit of a view. Here's the stile. Amazing view. Kids Grove just over there. Wonderful. So, straight on. Hard to see just in the distance there though. That's Mow Cop. A place I need to visit actually. I've been past it for years but never been. So that's really, I think, just over towards Congleton and Sandbatch, just turning around over there, back towards where we're going to be going, over towards Alsager. Absolutely amazing this. And the wood's just so clear again. Just start to see the Welsh Mountains opening up just straight ahead there to our left. Right, we come to a foot crossing across the railway. So just to give you some stats, that was an hour and 15 and just about 5k. So we're just going to head straight over the railway. They run quickly down here, so let's check. Okay, straight over. I've just found a canal. Brilliant, I can only assume that goes towards Stoke-on-Trent, but well, something else to explore in this area. Anyway, as soon as we're over the stile there, we just literally walk along the side of the railway, so straight along here. It's a level crossing there. There is actually a tunnel here, but I fancied using the level crossing, and just straight down here. Just after 2 minutes or so, we just come to this level crossing, which we're going to cross and then take a right. Okay, straight over, just through the gate here. So basically keep the railway line on your right, and we're just going to follow the side of this field for about 500 metres to Linley Lane. About the studying, just by the way, but it was at a time really where unless you left at 16, then you had to follow through and do university. I maybe would have been better at leaving at 18, but there just wasn't those sorts of opportunities back then. So, you know, it's just not for everyone, and I just hope that people can be able to make that choice. As I say, I'm grateful for the opportunities it gave me and the learning, but as I say, it's just not for everyone. Hello? It's not often you see that. It's actually a rat. So they are part of our ecosystem, so I'm not going to diss him. And he's not scared one bit. That's amazing. Oh, that's great. Rarely see him. Just to the corner here, and we're just going to take a left. Okay, just out onto the road here. We're just going to cross and head up here. Oh, brilliant, an old MG. Head up here on the right for about 400 metres to Linley Park. It is just really spectacular around here. As I say, you don't appreciate these things when you're young. So Linley Road, we're going to follow this. We should then join Tork Road and then back to the station. Keep following this main road. And we just come to the corner here, just take a right. Okay, haha. Looks like we ended up on Mere Lake Way. That's why I prefer working with proper maps. But yeah, this is just off of Tork Road. So we just keep going down here now for about another 7 or 8 minutes. Now, just a little story here. Somewhere between about 100 and about number 40, there is a house that my best friend met his wife. So he used to come up here with me to visit. It was an absolute godsend, to be honest, because as I say, I never really settled. And somewhere down here, they say he met her at a disco, and they're still married now, and I'm a godparent to their son, so it's fantastic. So basically I'm just having to sort of drag this out because the house is somewhere here, but they both can't remember exactly where it is. So a little story for you there. Great, so just back at Audley Road post office as was and just at the station, so straight on again. Right, and I'm back. So that was 8.1k and 2.5 hours. Absolutely wonderful. As I say, seriously, I've not really properly been back here since about 1996. So great to show you around a part of the place that probably I'd never really been to. But thanks very much for coming with me to Alsager, and I'll hope to see you again soon.